Growing a successful cybersecurity career is not all about technical skills. It's also about managing your mindset and being able to communicate cybersecurity practices within an organization. In this video, I'm sharing some non-technical books I'm studying to help me progress my mindset and also my communication. You should also watch this video to the end if you're looking to discover another way that I'm advancing in cybersecurity, regardless of the standard certifications not landing me a job. The first book I've been studying is How to Talk to Anyone by Leil. This book is mainly strategies on how to communicate with anyone, pretty much in any setting, whether it be formal or casual conversation. The great thing about this book is that it gives you actual techniques like eye contact. We all know give good eye contact, but it actually breaks down how you want to give eye contact in certain situations, whether it be somewhat of a romantic interest or a professional interest. And that's just an example, but lists 92 strategies in total, right, for the book. It's kind of something that builds upon How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So this is one book on communication that I think has been really good. I haven't finished it yet, but I thought that I would include it. The second book I usually keep on repeat, sometimes listen once a month, is As a Man Thinketh. This book is more about mindset, making sure that you, as a person looking to do something within the world, control your thoughts, because ultimately we are what we think. Emphasizes that and drives that home, allows you to really understand why people say thoughts are things. The third book I've been studying is more about communication as well. It is Talk Faster, Think Smarter by Matt Abrams. This book, I would say, similar to How to Talk to Anyone, but it's more about impromptu communication. So when you're out in bar situations, or when you're out at conferences doing some networking, or if you're at a family gathering, a birthday, you need to just speak to something. And this book has a lot of strategies on how to frame your speeches in impromptu settings. I feel like that is going to be something very key within this industry. When you go through, you find vulnerabilities in code, or you find vulnerabilities through your web application. Maybe your load balancer isn't configured correctly, or you don't have, or the architect hasn't included one at all. Whatever security practice is being violated, you need to be able to demonstrate, communicate that to the person that's actually going to fix it if it's not you. So that's really the reason why I'm homing in on communication, and I'm understanding that the more that I go through trainings is that it's not just technical side to cybersecurity, it's also communication side to cybersecurity, because people are the things that are going to make cyber secure or insecure. Just keeping that in mind. Back to the book. This book is something that I've listened to a couple of times. I want to get familiar with, give impromptu talks, speeches of the sort, and really create a space with my voice. Having these frameworks subconsciously in mind is something that's valuable within any industry, but particularly cybersecurity as well. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I post weekly insights into my cybersecurity journey to help you succeed in yours. The fourth book I'm studying right now is also something that is mind related. This is Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph. This book is another book about managing your thoughts. Also from the perspective of getting you to understand that we have negative thoughts, and a lot of times we can't control that we have negative thoughts, but we can control our ability to release those thoughts and not necessarily believe the things that we're thinking, because they're not always true. They're not always taking into account the entire situation, and making sure that you distance yourself from some of those negative thoughts and understand our default right of thinking is positive. You don't necessarily have to think positive. You have to allow negative thoughts to flow through, and so that you can get to your next positive thought. That's one of the biggest things that I got out of reading this book or listening to it, because I listen on Audible to these books. I don't necessarily read anymore, just because I'm more in the thick of things when it comes to learning and going through trainings. This is one of those books that I definitely listen to a lot of times. It's not super long, so if you go to the gym, do yard work, whatever, throw any of these books on, and all of them will allow you to grow, within your mindset or communication skills to help you within cybersecurity or whatever you want to do. The last book that I want to talk about today is definitely my favorite book. I've probably been listening to this book 3 years now, on and off. I maybe come back to it multiple times a month, which is called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. This book is about how your mind helps you get to a goal. Just to sum it up very nicely, and giving you steps to try in order to help you stop inhibiting yourself to get to where you want to go. They talk about emotions, managing your emotions, what really frustration means, and allowing yourself to work through that. A lot of times people deal with imposter syndrome in cybersecurity because we're in a new role and our self-image may not be aligned to the role. So we feel like this isn't necessarily us. Psycho-Cybernetics also talks about how to develop your self-image when you're going to your next goal. Once again, this is something I listen to a repeat throughout a couple times through the week, couple times throughout the month. Something that really allows me to get through a lot of the challenging tasks within cybersecurity when I feel like I've mentally hit a wall and I just have to take a step back and reposition myself. So this is definitely a book that I recommend. Mainly, these books are about communication and mindset, both of which I think are going to be super valuable within building a cybersecurity career. Also, one of the things that I've done recently is going back to college. The certifications that I've gotten, Security Plus, Cloud Practitioner, Splunk, they haven't necessarily landed me a job as quick as I wanted them to. Now, just understanding that a lot of jobs are looking for that collegiate experience. So if you're looking for more information on why I've gone to college, watch this video here.